this video, let's understand the working of LR1 or also called as canonical LR parser. So let's take one example of context-free grammar. Okay, so the first step in all parsing technique remains the same, that is LR parsers. So we augment the grammar and compute closure. So I'll create a new non-terminal S dash which will point to the start symbol, comma, in LR1 or canonical LR parser, along with the production, there is an additional symbol called as look ahead symbol. For the first production, the look ahead symbol is added as $. Okay, now follow the normal procedure, that is after dot there is a non-terminal symbol S. So I write the production of S by placing dot first, AB, comma. In order to find look ahead symbol for this production, okay, go to the previous production because of which this production has been entered. Okay, this production is included because of this. So I'll just put one tick mark here and cross mark for this production. Fine. You consider this production now, that is S dash gives dot S comma $, and map it to alpha dot capital B beta comma A. In this case, whatever is there after dot, the first symbol after dot has to be a non-terminal symbol, that is B. After that, whatever is present is beta, comma, this A corresponds to the look ahead symbol which is present. So if I map this to alpha dot A beta form, okay, so it will be this part, it will be alpha dot, this S will be capital B. After that, whatever is there, that is considered as beta. After comma, it is considered as A. Once you do this mapping to the production, you compute first of beta, you compute first of beta A. Okay, now in this case, if you consider this beta does not contain any symbol, but there is A, that is this look ahead symbol is $. So what is first of $? What is first of any terminal symbol? It is a terminal symbol itself. Okay, so in this case, first of $, is $, which will come as look ahead symbol for this production. Fine. Now again check for this production. So once you enter look ahead symbol for this, you can just erase this part, that is this tick mark and this cross mark, and then consider this production now. Okay, so after dot there is a non-terminal symbol A. So enter all the productions of A placing dot first. So A gives dot P plus Q, comma. This production has been entered because of this rule. So I'll put cross mark for this. To find look ahead symbol for this production, you consider this, that is S gives dot AB comma $, and map it to alpha dot capital B beta comma A. Okay, so once you map this production to alpha dot B beta comma A, you compute first of beta A. Okay, so in this case, what is beta? Beta is B, A is $. If you consider this string, it is as good as first of this B. Okay, so if you look at the original grammar, first of B is small a. So A comes as look ahead symbol. So this A is added as look ahead symbol for this production. Fine, so this A is added as look ahead symbol for this production. Okay, so if you consider this dot P, since P is a terminal symbol, no productions will get added to this. So our final I0 will be this one. Okay, so this will be I0. Next, let's compute goto, that is applying goto function on all the symbols which are present after dot in I0. Okay, the first symbol which is immediately present after dot in every production. Okay, so before that, Okay, so I'll compute goto of I0 on capital S, then goto of I0 on capital A, goto of I0 on P. Okay, so goto of I0 on S will be S dash gives S dot comma dollar. That is this production. Just shift this dot by one position and place the same look ahead symbol. Okay, so this will be I1. Then goto of I0 on capital A, considering this production, will be S gives A dot capital B comma dollar. Now after dot there is a non-terminal symbol B, so enter B's production. B gives dot A comma, map this to alpha dot B beta, that is alpha dot capital B beta comma A, so you will get dollar as look ahead symbol for this. This will be I2. Goto of I0 on P will give you A gives P dot plus Q comma A. This will be I3. Next, come to I1, goto is not required. Come to I2, goto computation is required on B and A. So I will compute goto of I2 on capital B, which will give me S gives A B dot comma dollar. That will be new item, that is I4. Then goto of I2 on small a, which will give me B gives A dot comma dollar. I'll name this as I5. Then come to I3 and compute goto of I3 on plus, which will give A gives P plus dot Q A, new item again, so this will be named as I6. Then come to I3 is over, I4 is done, I5 is done, I6 it will be goto of I6 on Q, which will give me A gives P plus Q dot comma A, and this will be named as I7. Okay, so this is how the items in case of LR1 parsing technique are computed. Every production has got a look ahead symbol. Whatever is there before comma, that is, say if you consider S gives dot AB comma dollar, the first part, that is S gives dot AB, is called as core part. Whatever is there after comma, that is called as look ahead part. Okay, parsing procedure we shall see once I cover LALR. Okay, so I'll show you all how LALR parsing technique is used in order to compute set of items, and after that we'll see one example on parsing of string. Thank you.